Hi Sloths, and welcome to Blocks Blast. Yes, this is yet another mobile game. And don't worry, I will also be trying my best to cut out and blur any ads that show up within this game. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about Block Blast. So you might be wondering, is it just Tetris? Nah, as you can see, we've got a puzzle. It's nothing like Tetris, actually, although it does kind of take the same inspiration in terms of the designs for these blocks, I guess. But then again, Tetris is so universal these days that you kind of can't fault people for that, I guess. So the main aim of the game is to complete these little puzzles, and of course you need to, that's right, you need to kind of make sure that all of these are filled in. And in order to do that, you gotta place these blocks. So when you actually get it all connected up, you can actually do this. There you go. So the aim of the game is to destroy the blocks, and to destroy the blocks, you gotta line them all up like that. That's a good. So we did good. Okay. It will start to get more challenging throughout the levels. Either way, there was a tutorial level, but I skipped that because for some reason I wasn't able to access the settings to turn the BGM on until I completed that, and I was like, well, I don't really want to complete that, but there's a skip button, so I skipped it. So if you want, you can also just skip the tutorial. So that's nice, especially for people who already know what they're doing, or people who've played the game before. That was nice. Okay, that was a combo. Yeah, I'm not doing exactly great right now. I'm not... Okay, that was actually pretty good. There we go. And if we get that, that's even better. So we just need to keep destroying the blocks. Okay, let's get rid of these, and we've done it. Unbelievable! Okay, I wasn't expecting to be in time there with the narrator there, I guess. I don't know what this is about. Oh, is this just another level? I didn't even realise that. That's a big piece. Okay. We don't want to go messing with big pieces. At least not yet. Ooh, okay. Ah, some artifacting issues there. Okay, so the way I'm doing this one this time is basically how I did it when I did, oh, what was it? Shadow Warriors? Shadow World? Shadow something or other? It was the game with the spiders that I hated. But I did not have a very good time with, like, at all. Okay, good, it's a small one. If it wasn't a small one, we would have been screwed. So I'm basically streaming this game and then recording the stream, if that makes any sort of sense. I know it's kind of a strange way to do things, but you know what? It works. It's a lot more presentable this way, I feel, and I also get to use my microphone properly, and I also don't have to have the issue of trying to sync the recording with the recording of my phone with the recording of my voice. So that's a lot more helpful in terms of that. Where do I want to put that there? Maybe. Then I can't really put that there. That's awkward. Maybe have that as a corner piece. Ah, yes, that was a good move. Better than 20%. I guess that means that we made a move that a lot of people don't usually make. And apparently that was a good move. Okay, I'm not even trying to make good moves. I'm just trying to get through the level, I suppose. Okay, well, that definitely goes there. Got a lot of thumbs up there. The game liked that, I guess. Sure, we'll put that there. It can get a little bit annoying and frustrating at times because, as you can see, you just end up getting these pieces that don't really have a place to go. Or at least not a good place to go. And it can get pretty frustrating when you think that you've got, like, a good a good thing going, and then it kind of you kind of wipe out some of the blocks, and then you realise, oh dear, I could have done with those blocks, and placed some other blocks there, and got a bigger combo. Like that. That was a brilliant combo. That was pretty good. Better than 35% of people, apparently. And then there's that. And then you get left with this, where you've just got a few blocks and now you've got to start the entire thing again. Essentially. That's what it feels like. Because as you can see, we just have this massive block here to get rid of. And yeah, it's kind of defeating the purpose. You get so close to winning and then it's like, nope. You gotta do more than that for some reason. Yeah, this is not going well now. Ah, but that's a nice big one. Okay, do I want to put that there? We'll put that there. Yes. That was a good idea. That's not great. I'm gonna put that there instead, because yes, there we go. I had a feeling I was gonna get a block that would have helped next turn. Ooh, if I put that there, that gets rid of that. Nice. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And we won. Nice.
Unbelievable.
Yay. Next level. I'm not a huge fan of the BGM, by the way. It feels very overly calming compared to the other sound effects in the game, as well as like the voice over where it's like, great, unbelievable, yeah, woo, you're so good at this game, Mavis, wow. Sorry. Yeah, it doesn't really fit as much as it seems, and I also don't like the fact that it's kind of, just, well, it's a very short loop, and it does get a little bit bland after a while of hearing it, and it's just like, can we just switch to a different song? Nope, there are no other songs in this game. It's just this one loop. Not a huge fan of that, but at the same time, this is a very simple, free mobile game, by the way, that is on Google Play if you feel like playing this game, for reasons, I guess. I mean, it's fine for a time waster, I guess. I don't know if this game is offline. Maybe you'll have to have a look at that. If it is offline, then, you can play it kind of anywhere you want, and that was not a good piece, but apparently that was a good place to put it. Thank you for telling me that, game. Speaking of not good pieces, I don't like those pieces sometimes. They just, get in the way. They do. It's not fun. Okay, apparently that was a good place to put that. I don't know how long I'm gonna be here for, honestly, in terms of this game. Because I think I've kind of said all that I can say about it. The ads, at least so far, are not getting on my nerves because they are this small banner that keeps appearing down at the bottom. I mean, you probably will see a blurred out version of the banner, but you won't be seeing the ads like I am. Okay, there's no good place to put any of these, I don't think. Like, that literally cannot go anywhere, and the only place to put that is there. That does get rid of a line, but there's no spaces left. Okay, there we go. So, if you notice the cut right there, that was because it plays an ad every time you lose. Or at least that's what I have just learnt. We got a pretty okay score of 8,216. If we press play, does it... it just starts you off here. Why do we have... home? There's a home page now? There's medals? Okay, we have medals. I did not realise this. Medals and statistics. Okay, after scoring 7,800 points in classic mode, you've achieved the score champion achievement. Cool. Okay, this like button sound effect has to be a stock sound effect. I've heard this so many times in so many games, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's even just mobile games I've heard this in. I'm sure I've heard this in other games, like PC games as well. Kind of crazy. After logging in for 1 day, which I kind of have, kind of haven't, you've achieved the Perseverance achievement. Okay. I wouldn't really call it perseverance if I've only been here once and it's the start of the game. Opportunist. Okay, after making 6 multiple eliminations, I've unlocked that. And this is the Unwavering achievement after reaching a maximum combo of 7. Okay. Okay. So what else is there? There's adventure mode. Wait, so we were playing classic, but there is adventure mode. I guess we can have a look at this. Whoa, okay. Oh, there are 96 levels in this to get a trophy. Okay. That tells me that there's possibly more than 96 levels and the trophy is just... Okay, nice. And the trophy is just something for beating this, like, big world, I guess. And maybe after this, there's probably going to be another world where you can play another set of puzzles and you get another trophy. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know that for sure. Okay, that's actually a really good move. I'm glad I did that. Great. Okay, okay. Kind of reminded me a little bit of Sonic Colors there. Great. Amazing. Awesome. Outstanding.
Excellent.
Oh, excellent. I forgot about that one. I guess we cleared that pretty easily. Yee. Nice. Okay, please don't give me an ad every time I complete a level. Okay, thank you. Here we go. So we have the introduction of kind of like objectives in the game. So you need to be able to destroy 60 of these diamond tiles or blocks or whatever you want to call them. These diamonds look very reminiscent of a certain game known as Bejeweled. So I don't know if it's taken from that or if it's just a very similar design. But who knows? Who knows?
Good.
Okay, let's put that there. Okay, we're doing pretty well, actually. I'm honestly... Like, I was expecting this to be a tiny bit harder. Considering a lot of these games seem to like to dick you over. But you know what? It's fine so far. I did think that 60 was a little bit steep, but I think that's just to keep you playing for a while. We'll put that there. The game liked that. And that. And that as well. Nice. We'll chuck that there. That can go there.
Good.
And then I guess we'll put that there. Okay. You can go... Ooh, before we do that, this is an even better idea. Nice.
Good.
Great. We like that. Okay, do I want to put that there? Let's... That might not have been... Oh, that was not a good idea. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot for doing that. No. But what is nice is the game seems to give you the blocks that that you actually need that feel quite helpful, at least most of the time. Like right here, this is not really all that helpful, to be honest. It's that was a strange, but the diagonal tiles or blocks are kind of strange, and I'm not a huge fan of them, but is what it is, I suppose. Okay, we're almost done. We're almost done with this level. We just need to get rid of 2 more of these things. Okay. So I don't think it's going to take us too long to get that. There we go. I win. Yay. 2 wins in a row. Okay, good. No ads. Although that the banner ad on the bottom is ridiculously close to the bottom where my thumb almost actually pressed it. So that would have been a little bit awkward if that happened. Okay, now we have the introduction to what I'm gonna say is like ruby and amber, kind of, maybe. So we got these orange pentagon-like crystals, and then we have these red star-shaped things. So it's basically the same thing. You just need to get rid of however many it tells you of both of those things. So right now we need to get rid of both 54 of those things. Okay. It's not usually... Well, I don't know. I don't know if it's a good idea to focus on one instead of the other. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play and just do whatever, really. There's not a whole lot I can do about it, unfortunately. Did I even place that in the right place? I don't know. I don't know at this point. Okay, I'm not seeing a good place to put this, so I think I'm just going to put this here underneath that. Okay, you can go there, like so. Let's get rid of those. That's a nice big blob of them out of the way. That can go there. That can go there. Oh, that's a nice, really big block piece there. There's no good place to put that either. I should have probably put that in the middle. I didn't even think about that. Let's put that there. That can go there. That's a big piece, it can go there.
Great.
And I guess we'll put that there. This is where it starts to get awkward rather than tricky, because you think you're doing well, and then, like I said earlier, you just get so many more pieces to deal with.
Excellent.
That, however, was brilliant. Okay, where do I want to put... see, it's just, you don't always get the blocks that you need. So it's just constantly, like, rebuilding itself, essentially. And that can get a little bit annoying, honestly. I don't think this game is supposed to be a game where you, like, win every single time. I think it does, or at least is supposed to have some sort of challenge to it. And that's nice. Not a lot of these games like to have challenge. Some of them like to be overly challenging, which forces you to buy, like, power-ups and such. But there aren't any power-ups. I don't know if you've noticed that yet, but there just aren't any power-ups, which I think is nice for one of these games. It does get really frustrating when they're like, oh, have these overpowered power-ups. You can only get one per, like, world. And if you want any more than that, then you gotta pay up. And the game's kind of, like, overly difficult if you don't pay up, so give us your money. This game doesn't do that, and I actually really admire that about a game like this. Like, going into this, I just thought to myself, oh, it's a simple game. It has ads. It's a mobile game. That's not good. I think I just screwed myself. I think I really screwed myself over. Oh, I did. No, I failed. Okay, what I was trying to say before I was rudely interrupted by another advert. Actually, what was I trying to say? Something nice about the game, I think. I don't remember. But, ooh, medals. What medals did we have? Invincible Legend. After winning a streak of 2 times in Adventure Mode, you've achieved this. Okay, Blockbuster. Completing 4 levels. This is The Opportunist. After making 18 multi-eliminations. Fair enough. Jewel Tycoon, I think it said. Jewelry Tycoon, okay. After collecting 150 gems. So they are called gems. And Master Clean after eliminating 500 blocks. I do like the fact that it has these little achievements. I do. Honestly, this game is not as bad as I was expecting going into this. Yes, it's cheap. I mean, it's a free game, so of course it's going to be made kind of cheaply. It's just some small little game on the App Store. And it's not a bad game. Yeah, I would like, more than one music loop. That would be nice. Yeah, maybe some extra settings. I wouldn't mind a couple of power-ups as long as you're not gonna force people to pay, like, $5.99 for, like, 5 power-ups, which you can only use, like, once in a match or something like that. I don't know. Honestly, it's not as bad as I was expecting. So if you do want to pick this up, go ahead. It's on the App Store. I don't know if it's on the Apple Store because why would I have an Apple device? Why? Why? But yes, if you have an Android phone, Google Play, whatever it is that is on your phone, I guess Galaxy Store maybe. I don't know if it's on there. I'm assuming it probably is. I got this off of Google Play. That's what I use. So yeah. Again, this game's free. It's not bad. have a look. Why not? Why not use this as a little bit of a nice waste of time? You know, you're waiting for a video to render. Just play a little bit of Blood Blast, I guess. I don't have much bad to say about this game, honestly. I genuinely thought I was gonna come back to this and be like, okay, I played this for like 5 minutes last time I played this and was kind of bored by it. I was like, okay, it's just one of these games, go away. But actually investing like a good 15, 20 minutes into this game, it kind of just feels not terrible. Like, please change the music. Please. But other than that, play it, I guess. Blood Blast Adventure Master. You know, I never noticed that it said Adventure Master. Huh. Interesting. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video, so please like and subscribe. It's always free, and I'll see you later.